I'd like to talk to you about wealth and establishing and knowing what wealth and what financial state you're in. First, if we've yet to meet, my name's Julie Whitlatch, and I came to have to figure some of these things out because on August 1st, 2014, my husband, Bill Whitlatch, was killed in a plane crash. And I'd never given much thought to where our finances were, and it was quite worrisome to many people because I don't work and he certainly was the breadwinner. And so here's the deal. I've examined my state of being, my financial state of being in these ways. I have an absolute wealth of friends and family who care about me. I feel, in fact, I know I have a limitless amount of love to give a limitless amount of people and beings. I have today, on a practical note, I have lots of wood that's cut and split and ready for me to burn in my tulakibi fireplace and keep me warm. I have lots of food and bedding for my feathered children, my banty chickens, so they will be taken care of. I have lots and lots of food and backup food for my two girls, Greta and Bessie. And I have food for me too, by the way. My measure of wealth may be different than yours. I also measure that wealth in the happy memories I have of unparalleled yesterdays that most people will never know. And that's a fortune of wealth, an absolute fortune of wealth. I also have optimism of a future. I mean, no one has guarantees for tomorrows. We don't have guarantees. All we have is today. But I have optimism, new optimism actually, that I will have, lots of tomorrows. And each one's a gift. So if there's one tomorrow, that's grand. But I have such an imagination that I can now indeed imagine many, many tomorrows, and they're wonderful. They're lovely. They're filled with hope and happiness. And in absolute truth and candor, it's not been so long that I believed I'd have tomorrows. It has not been so long. I didn't want tomorrows. And for the first year after my husband died, I never gave thought to my finances in any way, not even a second's worth. I knew I had funds to get me through however long, which I thought would maybe be a year on the outside, and I'd wished it wouldn't even have been that, but I never gave thought to it. So again, this is in reflection of knowing what my wealth is. And I've come to know that without glancing at a bank statement, without thought to of any financial holdings, I have wealth beyond measure, absolutely wealth beyond measure. And I guess I just have to share that with anybody who has worry about their own wealth, or certainly has given any thought about worry about what wealth I may have or may not have. When you measure your wealth, it's not all dollar signs and cash. It's not. There is wealth beyond measure for all of us. And I think when you're counting pennies and counting dollars and counting financial holdings, don't forget to count those other limitless piles of goodness and wealth that you hold. Don't forget those, because they're the most important ones of all. They are truly the most important ones. So I thank you for coming, and just know I am among the wealthiest friends and family that you know and have. And you are among those that I count in my stacks and stacks of wealth. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.